scoring at about 4.24.
Once again, the English batsman making the mistake of flicking in the air.
Mind you, hasn't got a problem at the moment. He's at the non-striker's end.
Oh, that's a great catch. Alan Border diving away to his left there, taking a sensational catch. It was hit like a rocket by Gatting there, and Alan Border, two-handed to his left, latched onto it.
Well, Border has been an inspiration as a leader with the bat in the field. But what can we do? It's amazing. Well, there's some discussion there, but a smile on his face. And have a look at this for a catch. Border run out to Freitas, and horizontal holds it up in the left hand, you little beauty, with the green and gold flags flying.
Out, the Mexican wave, and a slower delivery picks up Tim Robinson, driving attraction too early, chips it straight to mid-on, and Robinson is out for 35.
A lapse in concentration perhaps for Robinson. He didn't really have to play that sort of stroke, just dragging the ball round, and a very comfortable catch. England's first wicket is down for 58 runs.
Change in the batting order with a good start. Philip de Freitas, the hard-hitting all-rounder, comes to the crease. Freitas coming back. Oh, it's going to be a run out. No. Broad. No. Double play. Chance at both ends. The crowd's not happy. Hesitation. Broad was asleep. De Freitas was coming back. Nearly a terrible mix-up for England.
And straight away a bit of Caribbean running between the wickets. He makes it home easy enough, but a better throw from the keeper could have had Broad in trouble.
Stephen Waugh coming into the attack. That's what he does. He's broken through. First ball. The change of ball, a little bit of bounce. England 2 for 65. The Doug Walters of the Australian team comes on short of the off stump. Square slash and an edge.
If Tim Robinson was disappointed with his stroke, then Broad will be kicking himself for getting out of a ball that wide. A real loosener from Waugh, there for the taking, but he just edges it through to Dyer, and he's on his way. England 2 for 65.
And Mr. Athey out there now to pick up the pieces for England.
England at the moment need to score at 5.37. They're presently scoring at about 4.24.
Got him, caught him mid-wicket. Once again, the English batsman making the mistake of flicking in the air. We've seen two of them get out like that now, and all of a sudden Athey has made the same mistake, and Border doesn't often drop those.
Great pair of hands, Alan Border. Very experienced. Didn't do that much wrong, except the blade just a fraction in front of the wrist at the point of contact. Too much bottom hand, just getting it off the ground, centimetres off the ground. Border takes a sharp catch. Bill Athey, disappointingly, leaves with just 4 links his name. England 3 now for 82.
Named after the great man himself. Lives in Lancashire, and he's also a left-hander.
One gets past David Byrne in the covers.
This will be quite interesting. Taylor is now being brought into the attack to bowl his off-spinners.
Border will have a shot, and he's hit him, and on your way, Philip de Freitas. By Jove, he has turned out to be a marvellous fielder in that mid-wicket position in limited overs cricket. He's already taken a catch there tonight, and now a direct hit after a mix-up between de Freitas and Fairbrother.
De Freitas was always going to be out if Border hit the stumps, which he did comfortably. England now in trouble, 4 for 96.
Quite a bit of chanting as the England skipper strides to the crease. He comes out following the run out of Philip De Freitas.
It's in the air, it's going to be out, he's got him. Border makes the catch. No ball is called, however. So, all the fuss for nothing. The no ball called, the ball goes straight up in the air. Border makes the catch. But regrettably for Stephen Waugh, the batsman is still there.
England still ahead of the required rate, but they've lost those 4 wickets. Those are the 4 yellow dots up the chart.
Very good piece of work by Peter Taylor and by Greg Dyer.
We've had plenty of run-outs and near run-outs tonight, and I think this might have been one of the closest. That's the speed that Robin Bailech saw it. We'll let you see it slowed down, and you can make your own minds up. Up and up the run rate creeps. It was 6.33 the last over, now 6.45.
Beautifully hit. That'll help things along and certainly help the confidence of Neil Harvey Fairbrother.
That would have to be the best stroke Neil Fairbrother's played in international cricket. He's had a rough time in the few test matches he's played, but that was a real quality shot.
Watching Neil Fairbrother bat at practice before the game, and he was hitting the ball extremely well in the nets. He was practicing a few lofted shots, a few straight back over the bowler's head and a few over the top of cover. And he's certainly a nice timer of the ball.
That's out. Brilliant piece of work by Greg Dyer. And Fairbrother advancing down the wicket to Peter Taylor. He's missed that, and Greg Dyer has had the bails off like a flash.
Gave him the charge. Taylor dug it in a bit quicker, and Dyer had him off in a flash. Fairbrother stumped for 22. England slumping to 5 for 1, 2, 3. David Capel comes to the crease because Greg Dyer's got the bails off in a flash, and Fairbrother is well short of his ground, dancing down to Peter Taylor. The stumpings that wicketkeepers like, no doubt whatsoever. Stumped for 22. Peter Taylor, and that's beautifully played by Gatting. A lot of experience behind that shot. He waited for the ball, the latest of cuts, 4 runs.
Taylor pushing that one through wide of the off stump, and Gatting sitting back and waiting. Fine. And Dotter made in pursue, but no chance of cutting it off.
That's a fine sweep. That's the old one-day sweep. Boone and Whitney cannot cut it off.
Very successful shot. He's really swept that very fine.
Michael Whitney running around from backward square leg, and David Boone both unable to cut it off.
Simon Davis comes back into the attack.
That's in the air, and one bounce over the fence. Very good shot, that one. Lovely timing there by David Capel. That one's high in the air. This could be out. There's a fieldsman underneath it. It's Taylor. He's got him. No way he'll drop him. That went very, very high. Taylor got underneath it, and that was the end of Capel.
Not an easy catch, this. Goes a long way in the air. Immediately the ball's in the air. The crowd roar, an enormous amount of noise. Struggles to get the eyes under it, but once that's set, straight into the hands. Capel out for 18. England 6 for 172.
Richards, Radford and Jarvis to follow. He's capable of playing a few shots, John Embry. He's a lovely timer of the ball. Not a great starter, mind you. Hasn't got a problem at the moment. He's at the non-striker's end. Oh, that's a great catch. Alan Border diving away to his left there, taking a sensational catch. It was hit like a rocket by Gatting there, and Alan Border, two-handed to his left, latched onto it.
Well, Border has been an inspiration as a leader with the bat in the field. But what can we do? It's amazing. Well, there's some discussion there, but a smile on his face. And have a look at this for a catch. Border run out to Freitas, and horizontal, holds it up in the left hand, you little beauty, with the green and gold flags flying high here at the MCG in the Bicentennial One-Day International. Gatting out for 37.
England have lost too many wickets. Good partnership by Broad and Robinson initially, and then De Freitas sent in up the order to push it on. Getting the last man out for 37. Jack Richards, the new batsman. That's well played, and once again well fielded. The Aussies have pulled out all the stops out there. England need fours desperately, and they're diving left and right to save them.
That's a good shot. They'll look for 3 here, but Valletta will be quick enough to keep it down to 2. Seven for 200 England. They're in the 45th, but they're only going to get 48 in all. England 7 for 200. Australia just ahead at the same stage, which is 45 overs. Here's Simon Davis. Been too many of those put down. One magnificent one taken by Border early in the evening to get out Gatting. David Boone was the fielder there. Went very quickly.
Got away over extra cover, onto the pitches. Good recovery. Peter Sleep is the man out there. Oh, it was good cricket from Sleep. He slipped, recovered, got the throw in. And Embury really did have to scuttle there. Must have been a very, very close thing.
Initially a clumsy piece of fielding, and he loses his footing, but a electrifying throw And Embury lucky to make his ground. So a boundary every ball required. Tony Dodemaide will bowl the last over. John Embury's on strike. We saw Alan Lamb hit 18 off one over last season, but I think this task is beyond even the innovations of John Embury. Here's the first of those 6 balls.
Well, he now needs a 6 with one of them, 2 runs from that. The astonishing thing is none of the England batsmen have been able to get these bowlers away down the ground. Border has his men on the fence at extra cover, point, fine leg, backward square, but no one down the ground. And that's it for Embury. It had to be a 6 off one of the balls and 4 off all the others.
Dodemaide getting it just right, well up, leg stump, cleanly hit. Embury's gone. England in hopeless circumstances are 8 for 213. It's been a thoroughly well-deserved victory for Alan Border and his side. And why not? It's Australia's bicentenary, Melbourne's night to celebrate it. And Alan Border and his men have come up trumps again in the one-day game.
It's over. That's game and match to Australia. This bicentenary one-day match won by 22 runs by Alan Border's team. A fine victory, 235 to 200.